You are now in tune with
Mamba Radio.
Alright, what up, everybody? Thank you for tuning into Brown Mamba Radio. For those there who don't know, my name is Jackson, and happy Monday to everybody out there. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed your weekend, and hopefully you guys all enjoyed all your time since the last time I checked in. I know it's been a little while. I apologize for not having anything last week. Like I've been saying for a little bit now, I have been quite busy with my schedule, and just gonna come out like right up front. I'm going to continue to be busy for the rest of the year, so there's probably going to be less and less pods, at least for this month, maybe into the beginning of next month, like I said, just until I get everything kind of figured out and let the dust settle and all that, but yeah, so just expect that, not as much audio content, I guess, in pod, like not as many episodes or anything like that. But I'll still be active on all the socials and all that, so stay tuned, follow along there. Also got some cool stuff planned in the head, but I'll get to that all later. Yeah, I thought I'd check in, do a quick episode today. Just kind of quickly going over the stuff that happened, checking in our local teams here in the LA area, and just kind of, like I said, let you guys know that, yes, I'm still alive and everything is all good. So let's get right into it. Start with football. I'm going to go very quickly through football because I'm almost at the breaking point for football at this point. But starting with the local teams, of course, Rams defeated the Lions to clinch back-to-back NFC West championships. And so shouts to the Rams for that shit. Holding it down for LA, and they're probably going to be the number one seed in the NFC now with that Saints loss. Looking ahead at their schedule, I had it up here. Where'd it go? Looking ahead at their schedule, it looks pretty favorable for them. The only tough one, I guess, would be next week, where it's at Chicago, who didn't look too great. Who despite looking playing pretty well so far this year, didn't look that great yesterday. But like I said, that's the only one. They're at in the Meadowlands to face the Bears, at home against the Eagles, in Arizona versus the Cardinals, and finishing off the season at home against the old Niners. So yeah, like I said, it's probably gonna be the number one seed. So excited for that. Good on the Rams. Like I said, back to back NFC West championships. They're probably gonna put it. I don't know if they're gonna go. They're gonna go for the top. One of the better records ever. Whatever kind of shit. But they are, like I said, they probably can at least chill out a little bit on playing guys big minutes and stuff like that. Just trying to keep everybody healthy going into the playoffs. Like I said, they got a few injuries here. I personally would hold off on getting Aqib Talib out there too much. Maybe get him out there just to get the feel of the game and all that stuff again. But no rush for him or any other guys who need to nurse some injuries. But again, congrats to the Rams for that. Chargers got a big win, Pundy Road, last night in the Sunday marquee game against the Steelers. More than likely securing them as the top wildcard spot. They're, I think, 9-3 right now. And that's crazy that they're 9-3 this season of all seasons. They're 9-3, and they're not even the best team in their division. That's crazy. Where they're 9-3, and they're better than probably all the rest of the other teams except for the Chiefs. Arguably even the Patriots too. But that's just the way. That's how good the Chiefs have been this year. But yeah, the Chargers, big good win for them. On the road, later on, Sunday night kind of thing, and against a team that was playing very well up to the point, the Steelers. And like I said, they're going to be in the top seed in the wild card spot, and I would hate to be the team that has to face them come that first week of the postseason. But yeah, good win for the Chargers. And last but not least, the Raiders hung in there against the Chiefs, who was crazy to say, crazy to think, considering how poorly the Raiders have been all season and how dominant the Chiefs have been all season, to say that the Raiders hung in there with the Chiefs. But Chiefs on the road, a little distracted, to say the least, and which I will get to very shortly. Like I said, they hung in there, but they still lost. And, this should just be the strategy they go with the Raiders. Just keep it interesting at least. Look competitive. They can be competitive, but at least look competitive, and give the fans even like a slight thought and a sliver of hope that, hey, we might win this game, but then still lose the game to stay the course of trying to get the number 1 overall pick, which looks like we're going to be really, really needing, since that pick that we got for Amari Cooper from the Cowboys looks like it won't be that good. Like I said, when it happened. But hey, I mean, what do I know? So yeah, like I said, the Raiders, doing their thing. It's just waiting for this season to be over already, so we can move on from all this and at least just start hopefully moving in the right direction, and getting some more clarity on where the direction of this team is going. So we'll see about that. But like I mentioned before I get to the rest of the NFL, obviously the big thing that I have to talk about, the Kareem Hunt situation with the Chiefs. So freaking frustrating for so many obvious reasons. First and foremost, can we just please stop hitting women? Like, seriously. And the fact that we have to keep bringing this shit up week in and week out all the time. It's like we shouldn't even be hitting people in general, but especially women, like, what the fuck, man? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? And it seems like it happens all the time. And it literally, this whole kind of situation just happened a week ago with Reuben Foster on the Niners, when he got let go by the Niners for a domestic violence incident. And then the fucking Redskins just signed him right away. So fuck the Redskins right off the top on that too. And just how horribly they handled the whole situation, saying, it's small potatoes compared to other things going on in this league and in this country and other bunch of bullshit. It's like, are you fucking serious? Like, how freaking tone deaf can you freaking be? You know what I mean? Like, on top of the fact that their name is the Redskins, but on top of that, just horrible. And it's not surprising considering who's running the show over there with Dan Snyder. So fuck the Redskins, fuck Dan Snyder, and all that. And, I said it at the beginning of the year, and I'm going to say it again, it's seriously getting harder and harder and harder to enjoy watching the NFL and to support watching the NFL and all that, because of shit like this, man. And seriously, and while we're on the handing out the big fuck yous to everybody, fuck Roger Goodell on top of all this for, just hiding in the shadows and not stepping up and saying anything or doing anything or taking a stand or anything about this, because all this shit keeps happening under his watch, And you'd think after the first one, where the first situation, the first incident, the big one obviously being Ray Rice, and this is so eerily similar to the Ray Rice situation, that you'd think after the first time they would be like, all right, we really gotta fucking hunker down and make sure they knock this shit off, But no, it happens again and again and again and again, and he just continues to do nothing, So fuck Roger Goodell for doing this and allowing all this to happen. And it's like, Bill Simmons talked about it on his podcast today or last night. It's like, we all know what he's there for, but it's like, as a commissioner and a leader of the league that you're representing, you'd think that you would do at least fucking something to show that you give a shit about the league that you're running, to show that you care for the people in the league that you run. But no, he obviously fucking doesn't. He's literally just a fucking robot puppet put in there at the commissioner spot because they know the owners who, own him, essentially know that they can just use him as a fucking whipping boy, puppet, punching bag, and get away with shit like this. And, so fuck Roger Goodell for that. And on top of that, fuck the owners, because somebody's going to sign him. Somebody is going to sign him. Kareem Hunt, yes, he did what he did, and I know a lot of people are upset that the Chiefs acted so briskly in releasing him, but it's like they had to. And then I was talking about it with my friends, about it too. It's like, people forget, dude, like, it just happened with Reuben Foster and the Niners, so they had to let him go. On top of that, the Chiefs already have someone who's been fucking like bad with Tyreek Hill. You know, in college, look it up. When Tyreek Hill was in college, I believe he beat and all that, and he got in trouble like arrested. All that stuff happened for when he was in college. He beat his pregnant girlfriend. So they already have one guy like that on their team, and on top of that, there was that situation with that linebacker. I think a few seasons ago, where the linebacker like killed his pregnant girlfriend or pregnant wife, and then drove to the practice facility and killed himself. It was just really, really bad. And so the Chiefs have a history of it, so they had to have it happen. They had to let him go. And yes, Kareem Hunt is a very talented player. We all know that. But the shitty part about this is he's, you know, despite the fact that he shouldn't get another job, you know, because one, he did what he did, which is flat out number one, the worst thing about this whole situation, that he did what he did. You know, knowing all the shit that you shouldn't do it in the first place, considering you're an NFL player, and it just the stigma that all NFL players have now because of other NFL players that have done this shit. So that's the worst thing, is that he did it. And then on top of that, like I said, the reputation that NFL players have for doing this kind of behavior, and on top of that, he lied about it. You know, he lied about it. You know, and he told them one thing. He told them, I guess, obviously he probably told them that it wasn't as serious as it obviously was. So he lied about that. But on top of that too, the fucking Chiefs didn't even investigate it. The people who were in charge, they didn't, you know, the team didn't investigate it. The NFL didn't investigate it. No one investigated it, all that stuff. I know they some people tried, but like I think the police tried, but you know, even the girl didn't want to speak or anything like that. But you know what? Like when shit like this happens, you know, when you're an investigator and your job is to investigate, you'd think that they would fucking investigate, you know? And they don't, because obviously they don't give a shit. You know what I mean? They'd rather have, obviously wins and losses matter. And listen, they do, but you know what? Like I said, is at a certain point, you have to be able to look yourself, I hate to say it like, but look yourself in the mirror and be like, what the fuck? What the fuck are we allowing? What am I allowing my team to be? What am I allowing this league to be? By giving Reuben Foster another chance? You know, like literally within days of it happening, giving him another chance. Someone's going to give him a chance, and whatever owner says does it, it's gonna happen sooner rather than later. It seems like. So fuck that guy, whoever does it. And fuck the owners for stalling out cap, but continuing to give these women abusers, continuing to give them jobs, continuing to give, you know, others. It's just fuck all this shit. You know what I mean? And I'm like, it's just all this shit that's compacted with football. You know, it's just harder and fucking harder. And I'm like legit this fucking close to just saying fuck football altogether, on top of all the fuck yous I've given out. You know, just because of all this shit that's going on, and how like it's really, everyone used to call the NFL the no fun league because they would ban, you know, they wouldn't allow, you know, a lot of other like silly shit that in the grand scheme of things doesn't matter. But now it's just the no fun league at all, man. Like it's just not cool to like fucking support this shit, you know. But people still do. People are still going to, and it's just, you know, less and less. You know, it's happening less and less, and that's the only way it's going to affect it, is if you affect their pocketbooks and their wallets and all that stuff. So, you know, it's getting fucking close. I've definitely not followed football as much as I have in the past, you know, and like I said, the only thing that's really keeping me like at least somewhat in tune is this podcast, and you know, the fact that the Rams are pretty good. So like I'm like, all right, I gotta see how the Rams do. But like I said, it's getting really fucking close, man. You know, because my team, the Raiders, fucking suck. I don't give a shit about the Chargers. I just only cover it because, you know, we're in the LA area, and I feel like I should at least cover the LA teams, somewhat. But yeah, it's just getting close, man. It's getting really fucking close to me just saying fuck all this shit altogether, because it's just unfucking acceptable. It's unacceptable. It's like, it's unbelievable that this shit keeps fucking happening. And like I said, until Kareem Hunt doesn't get a job, guys like Kareem Hunt don't get a job, guys like Kareem Hunt, guys like Reuben Foster, they don't get jobs, it's going to keep fucking happening. So hopefully some teams do the right thing, don't give this man a fucking job, and we start seeing some fucking change, because I'm getting fucking sick and tired of this shit. I'm going to talk about this shit. And I'm sick and tired of, I'm so fucking sick and tired of this shit, man. So just quickly going to finish talking about football, from the rest of the week or so, because even though it doesn't really fucking matter, a lot of bad losses for teams who needed to win. Packers, Panthers, I mentioned the Bears earlier, the Steelers earlier, the Colts as well. Like I said, just teams that needed to win, just really, really bad losses on their parts. And all but eliminating, the Packers are pretty much out. Packers are done. They're not going to be able to make it to the playoffs. They fired Mark McCarthy right after the game. A game that they arguably should have won. But just, they shouldn't have made it that close, and they should have fucking won against the Cardinals. But fired Mark McCarthy. Joe Philbin is now the interim head coach in Green Bay. So all my gamblers out there, get your wallets and all your money ready, because there's gonna be a whole lot of people gambling. About thanks to Joe Philbin, a lot of people are gonna be very happy allocating some capital against Joe Philbin. So there's that. And then also, just last thing about this thing, to all the people saying that Mike McCarthy, they should have given him some more respect. They should have showed him more respect, because they can't fire him like this right after the game because he won them a Super Bowl and this and that. It's like, get the fuck out of here with that shit, all right? Get the fuck out of here with that. The man has been on thin ice for like the last 3 seasons, and they're saying they should have given him some more time. It's like, what, till the end of the season, so he can embarrass himself and the team and everyone else more? Like, come on. You know what I mean? Sure, he won them a Super Bowl. Yeah, that's great. Like I said, 4 fucking years ago or 5 years ago, whenever it was, might even be longer than that now. I don't even remember how long ago it was. That's how long ago it was, And like I said, it's not been great for quite some time now, and it's fucking time. It's time to cut the cord. Better do it sooner rather than later. Like, better do it a year before than a year too early than a year too late, or a game in this case too early than a game too late. So obviously he was the problem. He had lost the team completely, and like I said, they're more invested in Aaron Rodgers, and so who hasn't been the greatest either this season. But anyway, like I said, hopefully it'll be they cut ties, finish the season, do what they got to do to get through the season, and get a fresh start. Going ahead. So there was that, and then again, some tough losses. Like I said, Panthers really needed to win. They got the loss, them losing, the Colts losing, the Bears losing. I think almost. Let me see. I guess I'll just go into the playoff picture thing as well. So right now the Panthers are out of the hunt. They're not in it. Vikings, even though they played the Patriots, they lost too. They're out of the hunt as well. Or they're in the hunt, but they're out. They lost their secured spot. The Cowboys moved their way up, after they won on Thursday night. And, like I said, someone's got to win that division. It's horrible. So, the Cowboys are looking like they're rolling and relatively rolling as much as the Cowboys can roll. And, like I said, they found their way in. Like I said, Steelers, I think they're still in it. They're still in it. Even though it was a bad loss by them last night, they're still in it. They're in the wild card now, because I think the Ravens have the top seed. Let me see. Why is this not loading? There it is. Jesus. All right. So now I got the playoff picture in front of me. So like I said, the Chiefs won. They're still good. Patriots won. They're still good. They're clinched the spots. Rams, Saints, still good in the NFC. Even though the Saints lost, like I said, they're still good. AFC wild card. We got the Texans, who won again. Their 9th straight win. Holy shit! Who saw that shit coming? 9th straight win. 3rd seed, even though they are 9-3 and the number 3 seed. I guarantee you, no one is really that scared of them. It looks like they're going to be playing the Ravens, I guess is what it looks like so far. If the season ended today, they'd be playing the Ravens, who, like their chances. Even then, the Ravens, shit, man, the Texans might even win that game. Jesus, like I said, but the Chargers and Steelers, they'd be playing them. They'd be playing each other again, and like I said, Chargers looking really, really good. Steelers, not so much. But the AFC is all but set. It seems like, the teams are pretty much set. It's gonna be the Chiefs, the Patriots, the Ravens, the Texans, the Chargers, and the Steelers, barring something crazy happening, like like the Colts or like I said, the top teams in the hunt. Teams that are 6-6 are the Dolphins, the Colts, the Broncos, and the Titans. Like I said, unless something crazy happens with all those teams, I doubt anything's gonna change. But like I said, but with the NFC on the other hand, the top seeds are set. Like I said, the Rams and the Saints are set. Now the revolving door happens between the 3 and the 6 seeds. So the Bears right now are the 3 seed at 8-4. They're probably the safest out of them. And then the Cowboys are the 4 seed. They're looking to go against the Seahawks, who are probably the hottest team right now. The Seahawks are the hottest team in the NFC, other than the Rams. But they're just playing out of their minds right now, just red hot. And Redskins are the 6th seed. They're probably going to fall out. They're probably going to lose tonight against the Eagles, and like I said, they're going to fall out. And like I said, it's just they don't have a quarterback, and just the season is going to hell for them. So that's opening up another spot. Like I said, they're probably going to fall out, and it's going to open up a spot. Now, it's going to be between the Vikings and the Panthers, who, again, like I said, both lost this week. And I don't know. It's going to be tough. They both needed these wins. The Panthers' loss is a lot worse than the Vikings' loss. Vikings lost, played it tough, but lost to the Pats. But then there's no excuse for the Panthers losing to the Bucs the way they did, man. Cam Newton, a lot of people saying, why isn't Cam, people aren't respecting Cam because blah, 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 all this shit like that. And he should be in the MVP conversation, blah, 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 all that. Then this shit happens, and he throws 4 picks, and they lose to the Bucs, and it's just bad. So before we talk about MVP and stuff, you might want to make the playoffs. And like I said, we'll have to just wait and see. Like I said, it's going to be close this week. Let's see who they play. This week is going to be, like I said, a lot of big division matchups this week. So, like I said, it's specifically in the NFC, all these games matter. The Panthers play the Browns. Like I said, I normally would say it should be a win for the Panthers, but they lost to the Bucs, so anything can happen at this point. Colts Texans is going to be a huge game to decide, who's going to come out of the AFC South. Let's see what else is there. Damn, not as many like I guess games that to decide stuff. I guess Raiders Steelers trying to hold on to their spot, so they should take care of business against the Raiders. Rams Bears, again, Bears too, gonna be tough game. Like I said, big one for the Rams, or big one for the Rams, but bigger for the Bears. And then, of course, the Monday night. Damn, that's a good one there on Monday night. Vikings Seahawks, like I said. Just a lot of implications for these games. Like I said, Vikings trying to make it. Panthers trying to make it. 2 big games. Bears trying to hold on. So, like I said, week 14 shaping up. And like I said, we'll just have to wait and see how things play out. But moving on from to fantasy football now. Like I said, I'm trying to blow through all of it. I got all that. I had to blow that steam off from all the... from the Kareem Hunt stuff. I had to blow all that out, so I felt very good to finally get that off my chest. And fantasy football, looks like your boy is going to the playoffs in both leagues, bitches. So, praying that everybody stays healthy and I can have a legit run at this. Like I said, it's still Monday, so the team, or like I said, there's still the last game tonight, and then we'll be able to see how it goes. But like I said, I am going to... more than likely, I'm pretty safe. 6th place in the Friends League, but I got a big win this week, so that might move me up. I'm too lazy to do all the math and thinking who's going where, who's where after this week. But I got a playoff spot in both. I'm in 3rd place in the Friends League, the Family League, and like I said, I'm going to be... I really, really, really like my chances in my Family League. I really like my chances. I'm going to be riding Patrick Mahomes, riding Antonio Brown, Travis Kelce, Brandon Cooks too. Denver's defense. I picked up Denver's defense off the waiver wire, so I can go back and forth with them. I got Greg the Leg, who put up 14 points, baby. Greg the Leg. So pause on the ride in those guys. But like I said, hopefully they can all stay healthy. Like I said, I can have I've been saying it from the very beginning. That's been the strategy, is just get to the playoffs, because once you're in the playoffs, anything can happen. So all you need is a chance. And you're saying there's a chance, and I'm saying that there's a chance with my team. So have to wait and see how that goes. But moving on from fantasy football to fantasy basketball, not as good. Lost pretty badly, not gonna lie. Just not as good output from the top guys that usually perform well. Aaron Gordon, most notably, just didn't play very well at all. For the week, he had 18 points, 10 boards, and 4 assists, 2 steals, and a block. That's Aaron Gordon can have that in one game sometimes. So that was weird, the fact that happened. But that's what I'm with Aaron Gordon. Embiid still played, but not as dominant as he was. Some other guys stepped up big. Eric Gordon played very well this week. Shouts to Eric Gordon. Eric Gordon played very well this week. Harrison Barnes played very well this week. But like I said, just the rest of the guys, just a little off. Just one of those off weeks. I'm hoping. I kind of like my team how they are right now. I don't want to really mess with it, but if certain guys don't step up, might have to make some changes or something like that. So like I said, we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. And like I said, it's still early in the season, long season to go. So it's all good, baby. But from the fake sports back to real sports with NBA, quickly with the NBA teams. Lakers seem to be finding their groove. They're on a little 3-game win streak, I believe. And most notably, the biggest thing with the Lakers is that LeBron doesn't seem to be on autopilot anymore, and seems to be playing like the LeBron that we all know and love. And like I said, his numbers are pretty crazy. I'm just, like I said, too lazy to look him up right now. And it's affecting everybody else. It's contagious. Other guys are playing well. Like I said, Tyson Chandler's addition to the team has made them really well. I think I saw on Reddit today that since acquiring Tyson Chandler, they're the number 2 team in defensive net rating or something like that. So that's good, considering how at the beginning of the year before they got him, we're oh shit, they're really, really bad on defense. But like I said, a huge pickup for them, great acquisition, and like I said, I'm happy that he's on the team. And if they can just tighten up their defense and specifically their perimeter shooting, they really got to fix that shit, fix their perimeter shooting. If they can tighten all that stuff up, they should start even looking better. They're moving their way up the rankings, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look at it. It's still early, and like I said, a game or something is separating, not, certain, all the teams are within a few games of each other, less than that. It's still, like I said, it's that early. They're a game and a half back of the Clippers, who I'll get to. Nice little transition there. But like I said, so the Lakers, I could just tighten things up a little bit. Seem to be finding their groove, like I said. And like I said, hopefully, let me see. What's their schedule look like going forward? Let me see. Nice. They don't play again until Wednesday. It's a cool little break. Play the Spurs back-to-back. Well, back-to-back games, not back-to-back nights. Back-to-back games. One here, one there. Like I said, for the rest of the week and the weekend. Yeah, Spurs twice, Grizzlies, who are looking a little frisky, man. Don't sleep on the Grizzlies now. Looking a little frisky themselves. But like I said, the Lakers looking good. But the Clippers, man, top seed in the West, tied with the Nuggets, with the best record in the West. And who saw that coming, man? Who saw this shit coming? And like I said, I mentioned it last time I was on. But the Clippers, man, they're they're for real right now, for real. And they're just, they're all just playing super well. I didn't watch a lot of Clippers games, because just the Clippers, I'm whatever. I love me some Boban, pause, but, it's just, it was more ironic and all that stuff, but at the same time, it's not really ironic because he's actually pretty good when he plays well and all that stuff, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, all that. And then they started making some noise, and I've been watching a lot more Clipper games lately, and they're if you don't watch Clipper games, just watch, man. They're actually very good, and they play good basketball. They play great team basketball, and the biggest thing about them is that everybody from top to bottom. The top player, you can say Lou Will, to the bottom player, who I don't even know. Some guy I don't even know his name. To like guys like Sindarius Thornwell or something like that. You know what I mean? The top to bottom, all the players have completely bought in. They are completely buying what Jerry West and Lawrence Frank and Doc Rivers are selling, and they accept their roles. No one does too much. Everyone knows what they do, and they're going to go out there and do it well. Lou Will just goes out there and gets fucking buckets. He doesn't do anything, trying to do too much. He just goes out there and gets buckets. Montrezl Harrell, who's been a fucking beast this year, knows I'm the energy guy, and I'm the big man energy guy, and I'm going to go out there, I'm going to grab boards, play hard, be a presence, a force to be reckoned with in the paint on offense and defense. Get those high energy guy down low, grab the big rebound, do all that, and just does his job well. Patrick Beverley knows he's the move the ball up guy, the scrappy guy, plays hard, get under your skin, completely under the guy who's guarding him skin, and like I said, accepts that role 100%. Gallo knows what he's looking really healthy this year. Finally, knows his role, and he looks like the Gallo that we knew when he was on the Knicks and the Nuggets. And like I said, just the knocks down good shots. Plays he plays okay defense, but just mainly going out there getting buckets. Doing what he can in a multitude of ways. Tobias Harris knocking down threes, playing good perimeter defense. Like I said, everybody, even the bench guys, just going up there like making the most out of their minutes. And that's the big thing is there's a lot of guys that they're playing. A lot of guys are getting a lot of action. They're not getting a whole lot of minutes between a lot of them, But like I said, they're going out there and they're making the most out of their minutes. Is what I just said, So shouts to them, and I'm telling you, man, shouts to Doc Rivers, who's really, really, really got these boys coached up, and calling it already early Coach of the Year candidate. Because like I said, who saw this coming? I guarantee you nobody saw this coming. At least, I'm sure the people thought maybe they'd have a chance to just, scratch the surface and maybe get one of the lower playoff seeds, maybe stuff like that. Maybe they can make a couple trades or something and get something. But nope, they've been running with this squad, that a lot of people don't know about. And they're out there just, turning some heads, and they're 15-7 right now, top of the NFC, top of the Western Conference, and looking pretty good, like it's going to be theirs for a while. They said even though they lost last night to the Mavs, they still have the best record, and they're 8-2 in their last 10. So like I said, it just shows you how well they've been playing. And yeah, man, that's like I said, shouts to the Clippers, shouts to the Lakers. It's always good when all the LA teams are playing well. Like I said, the Lakers are looking good. Clippers are the best team in basketball, or one of the best teams in basketball right now, statistics or record-wise. The Rams, like I said, just clinched things up. Like I said, so everything's looking good right now. And like I said, hockey's in full swing. I'm not a big hockey guy. I might want to try to check out a game or something pretty soon. So if you want to go see a Kings game, let me know. Like I said, everything is rolling. Looks great. Dodgers news, quickly. I forgot I had about the Dodgers news. Dodgers locked up Dave Roberts for a 4-year extension. I know that's going to make some people mad, but it also makes a lot of people happy as well. So like I said, I will let you guys hash that out for yourselves. You guys know how I feel about Dave Roberts. I think he's good. Sometimes he he trusts the stats a little too much, but the strategy gets them to the World Series. It gets them wins, and it got them to where they've gotten for the last 2 seasons. So like I said, and he's the right guy for the job. He does a much better job, and he's the right guy to manage all the personalities that they have in the locker room. So shouts to them. Good to have Dave Roberts back. Just got to see whatever the moves the Dodgers make in the offseason. So there's that. Already talking about baseball, and it's December. That's crazy. And let's see, anything else? I don't think so. So I think that, like I said, I want to keep this one quick. That's going to be it for me today. I just wanted to check in with you guys and girls are listening too. Wanted to check in with you. And like I said, not going to be as many pods probably for the rest of the month. I'm pretty booked up and pretty busy. I'll try to squeeze some stuff in there, maybe with my fantasy teams, or if something crazy happens with the Lakers or Clippers, trades or anything like that, or because this month is when on the 15th, I believe, is when it's essentially everyone's available to be traded. So I'm gonna I want to do something, discussing that. Or once that comes around. So like I said, just stay tuned. I'm not gonna be completely gone. Stay tuned for that, but also stay tuned for next year. I'm planning a lot of stuff out too for next year with a lot of content that I want to do next year. Going all in with the Brown Mamba stuff. So stay tuned for that. And like I said, just really inspired, but I'm really inspired to do a lot of stuff. But I gotta plan it all out, set it all up. You know what I mean? Just got been around a lot of good creative energy lately. So I want to make sure that I'm just inspired to do a lot of really cool shit. And that's all I really want to do is just do some cool shit, do cool shit with my friends, do cool shit with this. And like I said, just make cool shit. And like I said, so thank you for listening. Stay tuned for everything that's coming down the chute. And if you like what you heard, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment, all that YouTuber bullshit wherever you listen to podcasts, SoundCloud, iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, TuneIn, all that good shit. YouTube as well. Like I said, follow the YouTube channel. I'm trying to get some content there pretty soon. So like I said, stay tuned for that. Like I said, even though I won't be recording pods and posting stuff there, follow along on all the socials. On Instagram, Twitter, those are the main ones I'm on, mainly Instagram and Twitter. So follow along there. And Tumblr, Facebook, all that other bullshit, I'm there too. But mainly Instagram and Twitter. Follow along. Brown Mamba Radio, Brown Mamba, JXCKSXNNN. That's 3 N's. Follow along there and all that stuff. And like I said, to stay up to date with everything that I'm doing. And that's gonna be it. Thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate it. And like I said, stay tuned for everything coming. It's bear with me, be patient. Like I said, I got a lot of cool ideas and a lot of cool shit I want to do. Like I said, it just takes time to organize them, plan them out, make sure they're cool, make sure they're right, and then get them out there to you guys. So thank you guys again. Big love. It's always big love for all the support that I'm getting. So thank you. And make sure you guys don't just have a good week. Make it a good week. And make sure you guys drink more water, because health is wealth. Be kind to each other, please, because it's easy to be nice. And if I don't see you guys soon, then hopefully you guys all enjoy the holidays. And make sure you guys celebrate them responsibly. Like always, responsibly. But also have fun. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.